Hey guys, Rusty Miner coming at you. Today we're going to begin the first of a series on finding my favorite pocket knife. So I started this channel looking to see if the more money you spent, the better knife you got. I had the idea that I could get a good knife for 50 bucks. And so now I know what I like in a knife, and I'm trying to find that. Today we're looking at the Sencut Acumen. So the Sencut Acumen is in 9CR 18 MOV blade steel. It's got just under a 3-inch blade. This one has G10 handles, a shitty liner lock here, and it's running on bearings. Action's not broke in yet, but as we go through this series, you guys will see one of the things I found is I like these holes. Now the Spidey hole, whatever you want to call it, when I first started collecting, I couldn't do the finger flick, and now I think it's my favorite method for deployment. It has a nice thumb deployment, and it has the flipper tab. And oh man, my thumb gets sore from unlocking it. So it's just like a Civivi, very reliable detent and action. Should have some milled liners. You can kind of see that. Hopefully. I'm out here in an overcast sky. Ergos are good. It's got a little curvature on this back, which makes it nice if you want to hold it in this position. You can move up this blade, get some work done. It does come sharp, and Civivi 9CR is awesome. I was watching some Outpost 76 videos, and this stuff was cutting where some of the M390, he said it was beating a lot of his M390 that he's tested. So I picked this one up primarily because during the Civivi 25, the I think it's 9th anniversary, you got a pack of playing cards, and I wanted some Civivi Wii playing cards. So if I get a chance, I'll grab those. We'll take this inside and take a closer look. Okay, and we're inside taking a look at the Sencut Acumen. We'll start out with the blade grind and the blade finish. Looks like a black wash. I don't see much for the stone wash. A nice G10 Civivi, or in this case Sencut. They do nice G10. We got some barrel shaped liners. You guys can kind of see the milling in there. Recess screws on your pocket clip, and it's a deep carry pocket clip, and it does carry well. Nice finger choils and a nice sharpening choil, and it has a nice edge on there. So we'll go ahead and see how she cuts. Yes, very good. All right, so that's good. As I mentioned earlier, the 9CR is good stuff. So what I do not like is, we'll take a peek at the lockup before we unlock it. Little bit, yeah, right on. It's right on. So this lock bar access, and I found myself after flipping this a few times, well, I should say maybe several times, it causes a soreness on your thumb there. So I don't like that, but I do like multiple deployments, and it does work this way. Finger flick is good. You can get access, you get your nail in there, and then it will work either way on the flipper tab. Ergos has this nice round handle. It tucks in real nice, and the curvature of the blade allows you to move up, and you can get into this, right where my middle finger falls, get into some nice fine type work. So Let's see. What do I like? Why am I picking the thumb hole deployment? Well, I find myself grabbing this one a lot. That's a pair of 3. And we can see some similarities here. We got that, you know, the shape of the handles a little bit. The Spyderco does have maybe a hook, if you want to call it that, on the end here. So when your fingers grab it, kind of keep it from going back, and it has a move up, which this one doesn't. And this one does take a nice fine edge. This is in CTS BD1N, that is. And takes a nice edge. You do grind these a little bit higher. This is a 1200 grit on here. So let's bring out the other knife. You're going to see these two a lot, the Spyderco and the Towser K, simply because those are the ones that I'm grabbing probably the most. So like the Towser K, what I really like about the Towser K is how this handle drops this blade down. So when you're grabbing onto it, you get a lot of your blade on the table. And this one, see, you get this. So you got that belly to be cutting with. But this one, you can get a lot of blade on the table. And Spyderco doesn't do that either. So, but they do have their belly right where you need it. And that's where your Spyderco is going to go. So this allows for, you know, pinch grip in it and moving up. You can open packages. You put your thumb here, keep you from going in too far. But the lock bar access is fantastic, as is the drop. So this is one I highly recommend. This one, if it had the same lock bar access and drop as that Towser K, it would still be pushing a close second, just because it lacks that belly. So we're going to keep these short, and stick around, and we'll do number 2 in the series. Oh, hey, real quick, I'm going to show some photos of the Civivi Wii playing cards. They put their knives on a lot of the, you know, like the 2 through 10, and then when they get into the face cards, like a king, the queen, they're holding knives. So they're pretty cool playing cards.